Show. The Reflection Show. The Reflection Show.
Welcome back to The Reflection Show. My name is Ramsey Razard. You never go to the mirror scripted, but you always go unscripted. And today I got a unique individual sitting in this chair today. I call him a business mogul. I mean, when I met him on the red carpet at the celebrity basketball game in Miami, you know, I was interviewing him and he was like, whoa, your energy is crazy. And at the end, he came back and said, hey, let's connect, let's build a relationship. And that relationship led to what you are getting ready to experience here on The Reflection Show, his story. He is the one and only, the celebrity business mogul, Rueben Wood. What's up, Ruben?
Hey, man, what's up, bro? Your energy still like same, man.
You're still crazy.
It's still crazy, man.
How you doing, man?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm good. You know, it's a blessing to have you sitting in this chair today to talk about your story. You know, a lot of people see you on social media. You're on every red carpet. You're behind the scenes of every movies and shows, but people really don't know what it takes to be you. But to be you, it took you to go through a lot of things in life to become what you do today. Talk about your journey about being where you are.
Hey, man, it's a lot to talk about. That's a loaded question.
Let's talk about where you're from.
Well, I mean, I'm originally from Brunswick, Georgia, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Where the islands and beaches are. So, yeah.
And that's where you grew up.
That's where I grew up for the majority part of my life. When I lived with my moms, I lived in Dawson, Georgia, which is outside of Albany. Okay. So, yeah. And
when did you start to realize that entertainment was going to be the industry you would be doing work in?
Really, probably back in the day, because I started out in the entertainment industry as a background dancer, to be honest with you.
Oh, wait. Wait. As a background dancer?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
Like beatboxing? Like what?
I mean, we was background dancing. We was dancing for, we was doing shows and stuff. Like, on that side of Georgia, it's a thing that's really popular. It used to be the Blessing of the Fleet.
Yeah.
In Darien, Georgia. So, had a group, we would go dance, we get paid shows. And then, I was introduced to Spectacular from Pretty Ricky, because they did like a tour where they was going in high schools and stuff. So yeah, man, I've been in the industry really for years. Yeah, just making stuff happen, man.
And that's why you're the business mogul, because breakdancing, dancing, Pretty Ricky, and now you behind films. I'm still lost for words. I am still lost for words, Ruben. So, like, even though through the process of you traveling and touring with Pretty Ricky and them Spectacular, like, what did you learn about yourself through the process?
I mean, like, really, just the ins and outs of the entertainment industry has taught me more so about myself, how to deal with people, and the highs and lows. And I mean, even like then, like we weren't touring with them, so we did our stuff locally, and then in surrounding areas. Sometimes we would go to Florida, but then like our group broke up. So I'm pretty sure, because I probably had my David Ruffin moments of the group.
You was ready to leave.
Yeah. I did, though, because they was already mad at me anyway, so I left it. And I mean, I'm probably the most successful.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, but that was that. But it just taught me a lot about how to deal with people, and just a lot about how to navigate, in this business, because over the years I done had a lot of different mentors, connected with a lot of people, even a lot of the older heads who are A&Rs, OGs and stuff who worked at labels. So just to even be around them and learn so much from them is, I mean, really all of that is what has made me who I am,
But you said this word very lightly, mentor, because I believe, like, a lot of the generation today, they want to be so successful, right? But they don't understand what it means to honor the people before them, right? So when you think of mentorship, what did that mean to you at the time and space when you were growing up in the entertainment business?
Well, I mean, the main thing is like everything ain't always about money, because you know you need somebody to teach you how to navigate in the business. My mentors actually taught me how to navigate and how to make something from nothing.
How to make something from nothing?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I mean, if you an artist or you do anything to any capacity in the industry, it starts out as a thought or an idea before it becomes, you know what I'm saying, something into fruition, like what it becomes. But when it starts out, it's a couple of things that you're gonna have to do in order to become successful at it. That might be research, that might be money you got to invest. Where does that money come from? Sometimes you might have to get a 9-to-5 job. Sometimes you might have to go make a play, you know, hustle, do whatever you got to do. But in order to take that idea and make it something, you know, it comes from nothing. You know, that's how we have dreams as individuals, and we turn those dreams into reality. So my mentor showed me, like, you can do anything that you put your mind to, but you got to know how to create something from nothing.
Right.
You know, and so that was really probably one of my most important lessons, and that's how I'm here to this day, really.
I like that because, you know, it's, once again, it just comes to show that, you know, you can't just get information and not implement it, right?
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing for people to do is to take information and implement it into the day-to-day life so that they're able to actually see the success out of what they're believing in. You know what I mean? So with all the projects that you worked on, what has been the most amazing project that you've been able to connect with and it made you better?
Honestly, I would probably say helping to do promotion for Meat Mill's Dream Chasers too, and having my hand in helping that to become one of his most successful mixtapes that he dropped.
Yeah.
Probably also helping to break the record with Drake, Future, and Lil Wayne on it. You know? Those are the things.
I just love the way you just sit here so calm and say, yeah, you know, Drake and Lil Wayne, you know, helping them break the record.
Hey, man.
You know, I would have been at that. Yeah, you know, Drake, you know, breaking the real records, you know. I would have gave him like some James Brown or something, but you know, you just kept it cool. See, that's what I liked about you at the red carpet. You knew you carry a lot of weight, but it's your humility.
Yeah.
And it seems like humility is what keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
In the midst of all the great people that you're around. What was it like being around, let's just talk about Drake. What was it like being around Drake?
I wasn't around him then, see, because I stayed behind the scenes. I knew his publicist at the time, and we had a conversation. You know, they dropped the record, because she was the same publicist for Justin Bieber at that time too. But shout out to Drake though, man, because he did some wild stuff recently. Painting his nails and everything. And I made a comment about it, which landed me on an interesting blog because of him. So shout out to Drake, bro. Yeah, man.
And you don't talk much, Rueben. That's what a lot of people don't realize is the fact that, you know, you move with your actions. And I guess that's the key thing in the entertainment business is the fact that action speaks louder than words. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And let's talk a little bit about like your family. Who inspired you the most growing up?
Honestly, I had to say my pops did because my pops had his own business. So just him having his own business, my older brother having a business, both my older brothers and my older sister, because I'm the youngest. My mom's had business too, but she was more so like, she helped me to stay focused. She always really rooted for me on the entertainment side and everything. But as far as like inspiration, how to be a hustler, how to move, how to get your money, and my pops definitely taught me all of that.
But it still sounds like though you still have a very strong village behind you, supporting you.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not many African Americans can say that. You know, my pops, my mom, my brother. Not many of them can say that. You know, most of them would say, you know, my mom's, right? Because it's been known that, you know, in the black community, it's the mother that's the head of the house. You know what I mean? You have a lot of single mothers raising kids. I mean, I come from a single mother home, you know what I mean? My mother worked in the fields to provide for 6 kids, adopted 1, you know, and she did everything so that we're able to live our dreams. So it's a beautiful thing to see that you had the village behind you, teaching you these things. Have you ever felt like you failed in your life?
Yeah.
When?
Definitely.
And why?
I felt like I failed in life when I dropped out of college because I went to the Art Institute for Culinary Arts and kitchen management.
Hold on. You a chef?
Yeah. By trade. Yeah.
Let me find out you boiling hot dogs and call that a chef.
Nah, bro. Look, I used to be over in room dining at the Cloister on Sea Island.
Wow.
So anybody who knows about Sea Island, they know like the Cloister is one of the premier hotels. It got the Diamond Star rating and all of that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it ain't no play stuff. I definitely was there.
So you was always focused on being excellent at what you're doing.
Of course, definitely. But I mean, even with that, it's like sometimes you have setbacks and hiccups and stuff, man. So I definitely took a couple L's.
Yeah.
Had to sit back and reflect, but I take accountability for those L's. The biggest thing is like, if you fail at something, you gotta take accountability for your own actions and your own part. And that's just what it is. Because you're not gonna grow from it if you don't.
Now, I know you've been around a lot of the greats. Who was one person that you've been around that you feel like inspired you, not only within yourself, but also with you doing business?
Honestly,
whether it's film, whether it's music, who do you feel like has been a heavy influencer in your life?
I would have to say, honestly, Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Hulk for the Marvel series.
Really?
Yeah. Doing like an interview with him, being around him, and the project that he was working on, the 100 project, where they do like renewable energy.
Yeah.
Because he came to Atlanta, just to see how humble he is in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude been acting for years, very successful. He ain't, you know, he ain't got to do what he does. He just chooses to give back, and that taught me a lot. And then I would probably say like Lionel Richie, man.
Lionel Richie.
Yeah, bro.
Easy like Sunday morning.
Definitely.
Lionel Richie.
Definitely.
Lionel Richie. Easy like Sunday morning. Sing it, Ruben. It's like.
I'm gonna let you sing.
What about Lionel Richie?
I mean, man, he's somebody I looked up to growing up, because my mom used to always be playing his music, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo. Man, but nah, I met him and his wife at the Four Seasons one day. So yeah, that was dope. But even him, man, it's like, he still be moving around.
Still, Lionel Richie be moving, I'm telling you.
Man, sold out shows, performing out there. So it just be like, they got tunnel vision. They in their 70s plus, and they still making money, still moving, still got tunnel vision, still doing business endeavors, which is also like an inspiration to me, because it'd be like, if they still can accomplish things, you can too. Yeah.
Even at that age.
At that age.
Because I feel like people, you know, and this is one word that I don't even like. I don't like the word retirement. Because I feel like retirement is close to death. I don't think we were created to retire. But we're created to continue to create for the next generations to come, right? Because if you retire, then what are you going to do next? You could retire a skill, but you can't retire a gift. You know, it's just like you. You're in this business, and you have evolved into someone, I mean, bigger than half the people that I know. You know, I mean, I feel blessed when I'm able to call you and have a conversation, you know, because once again, I want to be able to honor your time, but the work that you do behind the scenes, a lot of people don't know, like Love and Hip Hop Miami, that was because you extend your relationship to create the access for me to get into that type of space, because you're all about helping other people win. I mean, you got Hollywood 40 to be on season 3. You got Joe Smith, a baseball player, to be on the show. I mean, and you wanted to extend more. That's the type of person you are. Why do you feel like it's important to give back or to help other people when you could keep all that access to yourself?
I ain't never really been that type of person not to be able to help other people. Because I feel like in our community, one of the biggest disconnects is we don't help each other enough. Because there's a lot of rich black people, you know, who are wealthy and rich, but they don't necessarily teach the knowledge, not necessarily give back monetarily, but they don't necessarily teach the knowledge or provide certain opportunities to us in order to elevate ourselves, or if they do, it's obstructed by certain things. You know? So for me, I just feel like if it's an opportunity where somebody can connect, I'm not the person who's gonna block you from your opportunity. I would rather see you be more successful than what you are.
Rueben, I'm so proud of you, bro.
Appreciate it.
And that's from the bottom of my heart, because once again, it's always a joy to be around people who want to see other people win. You know, what's the purpose of holding on to resources that someone else can use to also feed their table? You know, if we all can go on vacation together and have a nice strawberry daiquiri, hello somebody, right? And have some nice fries with the cheese melting off the burger, looking good with the tomatoes. They're making me a little hungry right now. But if we could enjoy that together, that's a beautiful scene. And that's what I appreciate about you, is that you always want to see other people win. What do you feel like in this next season you're looking forward to?
Man, really just doing bigger things.
What's that bigger thing? Tell me.
Focusing on myself.
I want to be nosy.
I mean, man, really just, I don't know, bro, like the Grammys coming up, you know, just stuff like that, just moving differently, you know, going back into acting and stuff, and just stuff like that, producing more records. Like I got a record that I'm working on now with Benny the Butcher, so just really just elevate, man, just staying away from negativity, you know what I'm saying? Because that right there be the biggest drawback, drain your energy. So my thing is just staying away from negativity, staying focused, making some moves, making something happen. And surrounding myself with positive people, good energy. And you said you want to go back into acting. What is it that you miss about acting? Being on set and being able to go to the craft. Because they feed you on set when you on
You know what? That's why I like hosting weddings and corporate events. Because when you go to the Ritz, you know that grilled chicken, it's gonna be good. You know when it's good when you see, like you cut it open, and that steam just come out. It don't look dry. You know, so I agree with you. When you on movie sets, they feed you every day that you on that set. Jeez, you got me thinking. I got to eat after this show.
Where you eating at, though, is the question.
I don't know. I'm in Atlanta. You got to tell me where to eat. But wherever we eat, I want to make sure you in the kitchen cooking, because we got to put that culinary stuff to work, you know. But anyway, we're getting ready to end the show, Rueben. You know, I always say this at the end of the show. There is someone on the other side of that mirror, you know, young, maybe older, maybe they're stuck. They don't know what to do. And right now, under the sound of your voice, you can help activate them to the next level of their destiny? What words of encouragement could you share looking in that mirror to that person watching right now?
Stay focused and stay motivated. Believe in yourself, but also pray. Develop your relationship with God first and foremost, because that's the most important thing. I ain't really talk about that, but that's like the main thing to keep me grounded and keep me level-headed, because it be times I be wanting to spaz out. But, you know, I get halted. I get told to slow down, chill out, you know. So, you know, develop your relationship with God first and foremost. Believe in yourself. You can actually accomplish anything you want to. Really, you can, regardless of what people say. It's just, you know, remember to do your research and do everything accordingly to the research that you look at. Because, you know, even though I know this might sound cliche, that faith without works is dead. So if you do research and you don't implement what you actually research, you're not going to be successful, regardless of how talented you are, you know, or skilled you are. You got to implement what it is that you know how to do. So, yeah.
I like what Rueben said. It's simple. Faith without works is dead. Put in the work. Don't just have faith. Work your faith. Work in your faith. Be a part of that faith and believe by faith. Rueben Wood on The Reflection Show. My name is Ramsey Rizard. I want to say thank you so much for watching. And remember, your experience matters.
Mirror, what you get?